Hi everyone, this is Ed from Fishroom, and also Ed's Picking Up Cichlids on YouTube. Today I'm going to do a full fish room tour. Here's my red tail albino guppies, full reds. The male and another female are in another tank, and this female lost her male quite a few months ago, and she's just on her third batch of babies. So, and down here, these are my Linnea sulfurs. I got one female in there that's really pregnant. There she is in the back behind the plant, hiding. She's ready to have another batch. I think she has 2 or 3 batches, probably 2 batches in here. And over here are my mutt landlers. I have juvenile green dragon placos that were mixed with a super red male. In here are my blue-eyed lemon placos. There's the male's there, and the female's up here at on one of the sponge filters. And the rest are a bunch of Endler mutt guppies my buddy gave me. And they're doing pretty well. Up here in the fourth tank are my snow white golden bee shrimp caridinas. They need to have a water change because I'm down to about a dozen of them. This was a prolific tank, but I sold a lot of them off. So now I'm hoping they start up breeding again. Up top here, I just got a mismatch of whatever tanks I had laying around. I got 3 tanks there, and then I have one 9-gallon metaframe tank with a pair of Gadeids in it. And let's see if I can get this. It's kind of hard to get all this in, but I have these are all my 10-gallon shrimp tanks mostly. At least the first 4 rows are shrimp. The top row, I have Limia, Zonata, Rio, Acapulco, striped Limias. I have a trio in there. And over here is my pseudocrenia laverates Nicholosci. I have a male. I lost both of the females. I think we killed them. And this tank are Limia perugiae. They're all doing well. And these 2 tanks are empty. And this tank, I got Montezuma sword babies in, about 8 or 10 of them. In this tank, I have fancy tiger, Caridina shrimp. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. They're doing well. This tank's empty. This tank's my tiger tank. Regular tigers. Actually, they're high grades, but of course now they're all only a couple out. This is a tank I'm setting up. These are my blue pandas shrimp tank, caridinas. Too many mixtures in here. I really got to do a call on this tank. But they're having babies too like crazy. This tank, I see I need to fix the filter. But these are my black calcios. And these again, like even more so than the pandas, they're juveniles everywhere in here. And these are my orange eye, red tiger, blue bodies. Another tank that needs a lot of culling. They're having a lot of fry too. There's one of the adults. But there's a mixture in here. There's a red tiger there. And there's some juveniles and some fry swimming around. Down here is another fancy tiger tank. I get a lot of blue bolts out of these guys. I keep moving them into another tank. There's the other side of it. And this tank is empty. It's just a lot of plants in there. These are my high-grade blue dreams tank. As you can see, there's babies all over the walls. They just started spawning like crazy. Over here are my red snowflakes. Another good tank. I sold a lot of fish, shrimp out of here. They're doing well. This tank, I only got a couple of blue Neocaridina shrimp in here. Same way with this tank. I actually have yellow goldbacks, but they haven't bred, and I think I only have a couple males left. So I have to find another group to buy. In here is another tank of baby endlers, and also some Montezuma swords mixed in with them. Down here, orange lily. This tank needs a good cleaning because it's got that algae in it. And then with the green jays, I have a couple of swordtails too, fry. I got them everywhere. And here are my blue diamonds. Everybody wants to hide today when I'm going to do the video. There's one back there up on top, the filter. This is another tank that's getting overrun of the hair algae. But this is another tank that's gone wild. For some reason, my painted fire red cherry shrimps here just won't breed in regular water unless I have substrate and RO water. Not so much the RO, but so much I need to have substrate in it that lowers the pH. Ever since I've moved them back over to here, they started taking off, like really good. This tank are my yellow King Kongs. Another tank that's got over 100 juveniles and adults in it. They're just everywhere. Over here, another fancy tiger tank. I have like 3 or 4 fancy tiger tanks. And then this one here are my red calcios. I've sold quite a few out of this tank. Sorry for the glass, I didn't get a chance to wipe it off. Did it last weekend, but then it all grew back since my microphone wasn't working during my live stream I had with Jeff. All right, let's see, down here I have killies, but I'm not sure what kind. I have to get a good picture of them. Females loaded with eggs. And over here are my Liberty Mouse. They got nice, the one has a nice top fin. But they haven't bred yet. I've had them for 6 months or so. These are my snowball shrimp, neos. These finally started breeding. They got like 30 or 40 fry in there. They're juveniles that are hiding in the back. And this tank here is my emeralds. They also are hiding over there. Over here's another fancy tiger tank. That'll give me 4. And these in here are blue guppies, swordtail guppies. But I don't think the male's in there anymore, just the females. And over here are my full red albino guppies. I have 4 bumblebee cats, and I had an albino placo, but I moved him. And I also have giant mystery snails. I've been waiting for them to have the eggs. I got them from a buddy of mine, and his were breeding like crazy. So I've had them for about a couple weeks now. Guess I just gotta be patient. So down here I just have a bunch of fry and that. These are my 28-gallon low boys. I have 4 of them. These 2 I'm setting up for shrimp. There's 4 of them there. Over here are my 3 40 breeders. I had 3 40 breeders over next to them. In here I have orange calvus. Or no, actually orange compressor and a few other Mabuna too in here with them. Down here are my Neolamprologus similis. They're all doing great. They think they're getting fed every time I go near the tank. And I have 1 Otto Cinclus. But they've all taken over their own shells. Can't wait till they start breeding. I have 9 of them. Down here is my black metal guppies. I think they're throwing a lot of mutts, but I'm gonna have to cull some of these. But other than that, they look great. They're doing well. And here is my big guy, my flower horn. He's in the 40 breeder by himself. He is over 10 inches long now. And doing great. Got a water change on every week. And up here are my Neolamprologus multifasciatus. This is just the holding tank for them. I threw a shell in there for the time being. I also have another red-tailed guppy up here that's been pregnant for 2 months now and hasn't downloaded, so I don't know. We'll see. Now over here I have 4 tanks. These are 36 by 18 by 12 inches high. They're 35 gallons tanks. They were an odd size. My work was throwing them out and I said, I'll take them. So I got them. They make nice little guppy holding tanks, breeding tanks. This one I have my Montezuma swords in it. Or they say they're Montezuma swords, and I also have Gadeids in here. And down here are my Limia, my tiger Limias. These have been breeding little by little. This tank down here, I have cichlids in it, but they're always hiding. They're only fry. Over here are my Geophagus brasiliensis breeding. They bred and they had about 300 fry who are all up at the top thinking I'm going to feed them. I already fed you. And this is my 60 breeder Laguna tank. They think they're getting fed too. I just got to add some sand to that. These are my breeding pair, the brasiliensis. I guess I can wipe the glass down now that I took all the babies out. Well, most of them anyway. Still about 20 left in the tank. Up in this 60 breeder are my mutt guppies. Tons and tons and tons of mutt guppies. And also in here are my L397 placas. I took some fry from them. I think I put them in here. In with the green jays. If I can find them. Yeah, there's one against the wall here. They're doing pretty good too. They're so hard to find on that gravel. Up on this tank, these are my rock cribs. I had a female holding at work, so I stole the fry from her. They're about a couple months old. And these are my Hellerized swords. Acapulco or something. I got 14 babies out of them. Oh, and that's what the ones up there were. I said they were Montezuma to Acapulco. And down here, I just set this tank up, so I had a filter running on there for a couple weeks. These are my humpback Limias. And the tank next to them is a 20 high too. And I just added six juvenile Scyphia multipunctata. I got them from Ed's Aquatics and Exotic. And over here are more Limia perugiae. They got their own 32-gallon square tank. That's like 30 inches high, I think. And over here, I was going to move my multifasciatus shell dwellers, but I went and saw these two parrotfish starting to breed in my tanks at work. I figured I'd better take them, let them breed. So I bought them and brought them home. And this tank is my Tanganyikan tank. I have cylindricus, I have yellow lupes, and I have Chalonachromis the shard eye. There's like 3 of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the cylindricus, and then there's like 9 of the loopy. And up there, I gotta fix all my, all these airlines. I have to somehow move them, run them a different way. But the old way that I had it, it was all the way against the wall behind these tanks. And I was having a hard time reaching it. So I had to move it out front so I can adjust them, because I'm always seems to be adjusting 1 or 2 tanks a day. And I just sealed this 32 by 32, 24 by 24, 32 gallon tank. I got that from my buddy Clayton that passed away. And I also picked up 2 15-gallon tanks that fit perfectly up there. So I'll be filling these 2 today because they both had a hole in them, so they could be piped. But I don't do the piping, I do the sponge filters. Right next to this is my RO unit. I'm gonna cut some polycarbonate sheets today. And this is where my RO unit, all my water sits. When I'm done, I fill it up and put chemicals in it. Use that shrimp stuff, the mineral GH plus. I do that. This is my ladder, and this is my hoses for my RO unit. I don't have a sink in this room because it's a garage, and I have to run it. I run it out to my sink out in the kitchen. And this is I bought one of those shoe holders, and I hung it on my door, and I have all my food hanging. And in this corner over here, I have a bunch of little shelving where I can put some more stuff. I'm still in the middle of moving stuff around back and forth and getting rid of a lot of stuff. So I think that's about it for the tour for now, until I get more fish. And I seem to be getting heavy into the live bears, rare and wild live bears. A lot of shrimp I have, and plecos, getting to breed plecos. So I guess I gotta take my fry tank sign off of here. But these are the pair that are getting ready to breed. Of course, now I probably stirred them, so it's gonna take them a while. But they look good. They're the polar blue parrotfish. Oh, and also up here are my 2 linear air pumps from Gemco, LPH 80s. So it says you can run up to 80 and 80, which is 160 airlines. But I know I've had over a 200 running out of there, like a little bit over 200 running from both of them. So that's about it for now. I'll hope everybody's having a good Saturday. I'll talk to you later. Bye.